Hello everybody, Ed0626 here, bringing you some more Star Wars Battlefront. Today I have some Rogue One DLC gameplay on the game mode Infiltration. I decided to choose the third part of this game, which is basically the rebels have to take a tape and they have to bring it back to their base, and then the game is over. Because my team basically gave away the first 2 rounds. So, and plus I also did pretty shit the 2 rounds before this one, so I figured I would just use this one as my final round. Anyway, with that being said, I just hope you guys enjoy that in the background while I talk about something I've been dying to talk about for so long now. But really quick before I do that, I just want to say if you enjoy this video, excuse me, just clear my throat. If you enjoy this video, please by all means leave a like on it. It would really mean a lot to me, leave a comment, all that type of stuff. And if you really enjoy it and want to see more, by all means subscribe. As my buddy Iris and Jen says, it's free, doesn't cost you anything. So, shout out to you, Iris. Alright, so, here's what I've been dying to talk to you guys about for so long now. Star Wars Battlefront 2. On Saturday, EA Play, I was going to say E3 for a second, EA Play had their live stream on EA.com regarding all the new games, all the new content that we went over Battlefield. They went over Battlefield 1's In the Name of the Tsar, which looks fucking fantastic. They went over a bunch of other games I really didn't give quite as much shit about because I just don't play those types of games. And most importantly, what probably most people were there to watch for anyway, Star Wars Battlefront 2. And the woman who is in story mode, who plays Iden Versio, I forgot her real name. I wish I had my phone on me. I would have looked it up before I made this commentary. Who looked extremely hot. I mean, I knew she was pretty hot in the game, but she looked even more hot in person, in all honesty. She was talking to us about, she was talking to the viewers about basically what Battlefront 2 was going to offer. And they had the multiplayer reveal, which, in my personal opinion, was by far one of the best multiplayer reveals I think I could have ever seen in all my years of gaming. Words do not describe the happiness I felt watching that. I was working at my radio station event, and I was watching it because we had an hour and a half, 2-hour break in between what we were doing. And I said, you know what? Don't bother me for an hour. I'm watching this shit. I sat there, I watched it, and I tried to contain my happiness as much as I could so I didn't look like a complete moron. But I was just ecstatic by what I saw. Clones are finally back in Star Wars games, and I personally could not be happier. The game, I'll go over the gameplay stuff itself from what I've seen, but I just want to talk about a few other things first. Like everything about it, the best part about this game to me is the fact that EA listened. They listened to the feedback we had about the game, about Star Wars Battlefront 1, which was a pretty good game. I mean, it's not a horrible game, it's just there are aspects to it, in my opinion, which I'll go over a few months from now, which you probably have already heard me say to begin with. There are aspects to the game that make the game unfun, and this game looks like there's a lot of fun involved in it. From what I understand, it has 3 times more content than Star Wars Battlefront 1 had upon release, which already has it, which people can already say they can't have the argument, oh, this game doesn't have enough content for me, because we all know Battlefront 1 upon release was lacking content. Everyone knows that pretty much. But people can't have that complaint now, I don't think. And we'll be getting DLC in December. I mean, the game comes out in is it like late October, November? Is it like September, October, or November? One of those. I think it's November. And then you get DLC in the winter, like late December, early January, that type of thing. When The Last Jedi gets released. It's so, and it's free. All the content you get that's downloadable is free. That's even better. The community will no longer be split by what map you have downloaded. And I didn't buy the season pass because, one, at this point now, there's no point in me buying the season pass because the game's already at the end of its lifespan. I just play the free DLC weekend, which is why you saw so much, DLC content from me, pretty much over the summer, last year. But, now I can't have that excuse anymore. I mean, everything is free. I could play it, and I'm going to be enjoying myself as a happy little nerd Star Wars fan. So, now, as for the game, the map, I gotta say this, man. The graphics themselves, I don't know if this is possible, but I feel like the graphics themselves look even better than this game in Battlefront 2. Something about the graphics in Battlefront 2 really stand out to me. Like, this game by itself looks beautiful, but I think Battlefront 2 looks fantastic. I don't know if that's even possible. I don't know what they did to make it that way, but I feel like the graphics have improved even more going into Battlefront 2. And that is really, really great. Because not only will we have a great looking game, it seems like from what I've been watching on YouTube, from pretty much any EA related affiliates like Frags, Jack Frags, X Factor, who was actually had a little vignette about some gamers who secretly got flown out to Stockholm with DICE, and I guess X Factor, he was there with him. I'm a big fan of what he does, but what else? What else do I got? Oh yeah, so let's just talk about the gameplay itself. Theed, amazing looking map. The attention to detail that DICE brings to their great games is astounding, in all honesty. The map looks like the Phantom Menace, and when you can pull off a look like that, it's amazing. And even the even smaller attention to detail, like the people who are running through a gate or something on the clone spawn side. There's like a panic crowd going through a gate. I think it's really great. There's also birds flying around when people come or a tank comes. Attention to detail is superb, as DICE always does. I love the new class system that they brought up. I also like the new battle point system where from doing stuff in game, you'll be able to use those battle points to upgrade your stuff. Like, you can become, from those battle points, you can get a tank, you can become Darth Maul, you can become Rey, all that stuff. And I really like that. The pickup system was okay, but it was very noobish in my opinion. A lot of the times, people who actually paid attention to the spawn points of those pickups always would end up getting them, and they would be, heroes for practically the entire game. And it's not fun for other players because they never really get to experience what they are experiencing. So I think with bringing this system into the game really is going to, make a difference for the player itself. What else? The game mode that they have looks pretty good. I mean, I don't fully understand it yet. I think I kind of do, but I don't want to go too much into it because I didn't play it myself. So, and I'm assuming it'll be there when the beta comes, because we will be getting a beta sometime in the fall or late summer, which I'm looking forward to. So yeah. Anything else? The guns look great. I like the sniper, heavy assault, and officer classes that they bring. It's really unique to something like Star Wars. It's not something you really saw in the original Battlefronts, and it's definitely not something you would ever think to see in this Battlefront. By this Battlefront, I mean the one you're watching right now. I don't know, man. I'm just, all in all, I'm very, very pleased by what I've seen from DICE. Like I said, they took the time to listen to the community. They took the time to listen to the complaints that we had, and those complaints were all fixed. Now, some people are a little upset about the cross-era stuff with the heroes. You know, like, why should Rey be involved in the Clone Wars? Well, you know what? That's just a little, you know, in my opinion, like, I'm not super, like, ecstatic about it, because I do feel like some stuff should be relegated to that specific era. But at the same time, when DICE pretty much gives us everything that we want in a game, from, like, they listen to our feedback, like, I don't see why it should be that much of an issue. Like, everything that we hated more in Star Wars Battlefront has been fixed practically, and at least that's what it looks like. So I don't think people should be getting too upset about the cross-era hero stuff. Like I said, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't. I just, if that's gonna stop people from pre-ordering or doing whatever with it, I mean, by more power to you, but I just think you're being a little bit of a crybaby about it, to be honest. You know, let DICE have some free range with this type of stuff. And I think it doesn't really matter, because, you know, heroes are heroes. You know, as far as I'm concerned, do you want to have your team have a great hero, no matter what era it is, that can help you win games? I mean, I do. But all in all, I could say this much: Star Wars Battlefront 2, upon release, will probably be one of the best games coming out this year. And in terms of games like Call of Duty World War II, who this week, whether it's today, Monday, or is it Tuesday when I'll be uploading this, because I'm recording this on Monday, I'm going to upload it on Tuesday because my schedule was fucked up over the weekend of uploading. So, all I can say is this: I think in terms of a multiplayer reveal, Call of Duty World War II is in big fucking trouble with seeing stuff like this. You know, I don't have much faith in. I don't have much faith as we speak right now with Sledgehammer to pull off a really good game. They have the potential to pull off a decent game, but I think DICE had the potential to make an amazing game. And that's where the difference between developers like Sledgehammer and DICE come in. Because unlike Sledgehammer, DICE listens to the fans most of the time. You know, and this game shows it. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Anyway, all I can say is this: you're going to see me playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 in the beta when it's released, and probably most likely for its entire lifespan. And in closing, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comments section if you saw anything related to Star Wars Battlefront 2. And finally, I hope to see all of you guys on the Battlefront in the fall. I hope you guys have a great day, and peace out.